but you're maybe thinking that title is weird. That is because today I'm actually casting another I mean, it's technically not amateur because people are making money from this. But yeah, it is another pro tournament that I'm casting. I wish I could pull up the bracket, but it's called Freelo DOTA2 tournament. It's one that one of my EST Monday teammates posted and didn't look too legit. But oh, you're probably gonna hear sirens going by because like everything's popping off over here right now. But yeah, we're casting inside instead, and I'm basically casting all day. I'm casting 2 BO1s for this tournament. I believe it's like a $250 prize pool or something like that. For this tournament, we have a couple of familiar teams in this as well. You might remember DOTA2 if you were watching me and Subject cast a couple of weekends ago. They kind of just rolled through that tournament we did for operating systems. And now in the Freelo DOTA2 tournament, they're jumping in. I think they're the favorites for this tournament. I wouldn't expect them to play any worse. We also have streamer simps in this tournament from League of Lads. I don't get to cast either of those teams, however. Unfortunately, I don't get to cast a team that I've already casted before, so most of it I'm unfamiliar with, but we still got a couple of different 5 stacks in here. I think the skill difference is decent as well. Most of these teams are Immortal ranked, or there's a decent amount of Immortal ranked teams, so it's not just a mix of really average players and then you got the top tier. I think there is a good mix of players, and we should see some good matches hopefully. Unfortunately, it's only 2 BO1s, but if you stick around later tonight, I am casting League of Lads at, I believe, 4:30. I have a BO3 that I'm casting with Ziffer, and then at 8 o'clock tonight, both of these are Central Time, by the way. At 8 o'clock tonight, that's 9 o'clock Eastern, I am casting with Brightside. So look forward to that. We still don't have lobby details. Yeah, I think literally if I'm reading this right, there's one person like doing this entire tournament, which just blows my mind that one person is running this whole thing. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, but that's a lot of work. But it gets us Dota, so I'm happy. Hats off to them. I believe that is the Discord name of sports, which is an interesting Discord name. But yeah, I'm super excited to be casting more different tournaments. I think we are still just waiting on lobby though. Let's see if I can find that one up. Yeah, so this is the first match. I am going to be casting what's in my Twitch stream title. Which, again, I wish I could pull up the bracket, but for some reason OBS doesn't want to do a display capture. So I'm kind of just stuck reading off the bracket to you. So I'm going to be casting, I believe, Royal Star versus Always Standing. And then the winner of that, I also cast the winner of Wrong Name versus Top Cat in match 2.2. So I'm casting match 1.3, which is Royal Star versus Always Standing. And then 2.2, winner of Royal Star versus Always Standing plays Wrong Name versus Top Cat. And then I'm casting that. All of these are BO1s, I believe. And then the final is a BO3. So, yes. I am super excited. And yeah, we're slowly getting through to the lobbies. I think Sports is just hosting them one by one. So we'll wait till he gives us the call. We're in 1.3, so we should be up and running here very soon. I also need to turn on open mic because they want, oh god, is it team? I can't remember. I'll figure it out once we get into the game. I haven't actually had to do that within the Dota client for a while because who the hell watches casts inside of the Dota client anymore? Dota's a dying game. Nobody actually wants to launch this anymore. There's too many moving parts on the main screen There we go. I can get rid of one of them. My battle pass level is horrid. That's because I don't really try though. Oh yeah, and if you want to like continue to watch this tournament, I believe in round 3, Appenzeus, Cornman, just a bunch of different people are still casting it. The finals is going to be casted by Cornman. Oh, I forgot to give a check. Which I believe his Twitch is just Twitch TV/Cornman. Why AD is underrated. Okay, thinking basketball. I don't think that's true. Anyways, I believe we should be starting here soon. And I keep saying that, but we actually should be. I've ran out of stuff to talk about. I also need to tweet this, so hold on one sec. I forgot my Twitter password, so I don't know how to log on to it on my computer, so I have to do it from my phone, unfortunately. But yeah, if you also happen to just want to watch amateur Dota every now and then, I usually remember to post when I'm casting to my Twitter. So yes, if you just want to, oh, I don't want to cast it, not to my TV. So yeah, I usually just post. Should you capitalize the D in Dota? It is a title. I guess I should capitalize the T too for tournament. Alright, anyways. Yeah, go follow me on Twitter. You don't have to. Don't feel like you need to. And yeah, we're still waiting on lobby to get set up. Hopefully the teams aren't making the lobbies themselves. I'm assuming that we're just waiting on lobby or on the actual organizer to create them all, which is kind of like weird. Instead of just handing out tickets to the captains, but I actually don't know if this is. Oh yeah, here it is. $200 prize pool. $100 for winning teams. $50 for second place. So I mean, if you win $200, that's not bad. Like, what is that? $50 to each player? No, it's a bit less, but wait, 200 divided by 5. Fuck. Oh shit. All right, we're just not gonna do that math right now. I am not gonna try and do math right now. I have not had all of my coffee yet. I'm not quite on the coffee high, so it'll hopefully hit like right in the middle of casting this. So yeah, and then I actually have to do stuff for work, unfortunately, like in the middle of the day, so I can't just cast all day. But otherwise I would. I would be casting this tournament more, but yeah, I have to do stuff for work in the middle of the day, unfortunately. But once that's over, yeah, like I said, League of Lads tonight at 4:30. Super excited. League of Lads has always been great. A lot of fun to watch. A lot of fun to cast. Starting to recognize a lot of the player names too, which is also fantastic. All right, our lobby is up. where are we going today? Let's start with the sea today. Cameroon, nah, British Indian Ocean Territory, Cayman Islands, Cape Verde. Oh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that flag. I'm down for that. Oops, I did not mean to do that. But yes, I think I have everything else set up. We're just waiting on players now. Okay, yeah, we're cool. Hopefully it goes for the second round too. It's just as easy. Although, again, sports, like, I feel like you could just give out tickets to these captains and have them create the lobby so you don't have to do this one by one and wait for the game to kick off. But, or at least, like, have some other admins do it. Anyway, I shouldn't be talking about this. I shouldn't be critiquing this, but I'm just saying the dude's doing a lot of work right now. The person is doing a lot of work right now. But yeah. Still just waiting on Always Standing, I believe. Speaking of that, I bought a standing desk. I'm just randomly telling people that. Just because I'm excited to finally have a standing desk. So I should really invest more money into my microphone setup. Problem is I don't actually like have a great room to set my desk up in at the moment. In order to get a better like sounding, I guess I could throw up the sound pads just like on my walls, and then get a pop filter for my mic as well as a mic stand would be very nice. But I know you can get like cheap mics on Amazon, like decent production quality mics for like $50-$60, I think. I'm not really sure, but have to ask somebody that actually knows a bit more about that kind of stuff. My coffee's still too hot too. Kind of need it, honestly. My throat is going to start hurting a lot today. It's not because I have COVID either. That's the struggle. You never know if you have COVID or you've just been casting too much. It's the constant struggle. 1 second. Oh, I should probably pull up. I have Discord full screen right now, so I don't see my chat. But, alright. Thank you, Seth. Airsoft Seth. That is a great emoji. I can barely see his face, though. Oh. Ah, now I don't have a match to cast, bruh. Oh, okay. Hold on 1 sec. We're finessing. We're finessing. I'm moving my mic just a little bit away. If not, then I'll just be gone for like a little bit, which is bullshit. I really want to cast right now. Come on. You're killing me. You're killing me. Wrong 1.2. 1.2. Who's doing 1.2? Is Abe started yet? They probably already started. Fuck, dude. Well, that just screws up everything. We'll see if Abe started. Yeah, they're in the draft. Fuck. Alright. Well, we could chill out. We could chill out and just watch the match that's going before me. Of course it isn't in here yet. It might be this one. The draft is up. The Dota TV delay is a bit longer. Maybe Cornman's casting it. Yeah, he is. Oof. 1.4 isn't happening either. Alright, we're going into 1.2. What? Why is it downloading? Anyway, fuck that. We'll see what we're doing here. Is this... This doesn't look right. This does not look right. Well, we're gonna wait for that. It's probably just them testing out some stuff too. Well, that sucks. I could just do a variety stream right now, which I don't usually do. But I don't have anything to play, so. Well, RIP me. Fuck yeah, Corn Man, let's go. Alright, we're finessing. We're finessing. Just don't worry about it. Just quick delay here. Alright. What up, dude? I'm just gonna call this guy. Because that's how I roll. Where is this? 1.5 is ready. What up, dude? What up, dude? Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh, you should also turn on mute co-broadcasters too, if you haven't already. Oh, you're pro. Okay, we're good. Oh shit, dude. So this is the 4-year return. Damn, the legendary Cornman. The 4-year comeback. Life tends to keep you from doing what makes you happy. That's facts right there. Dude, that's more than I get paid to cast, but I also have a job on the side, so that's a bit easier. But, I mean, depending on how long the Dota game goes, like if it's a 20-minute Dota game, that's $3. What does that equate out to? That's like minimum wage right there. But obviously if it goes for an hour. Well, not every. True, that's just when you gotta do your side gig, is all the downtime, dude. Looks like we're waiting on one more player. Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work for round 2, because the match I'm supposed to cast in round 2 is probably gonna start potentially before this match is over, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Sports will probably just ping me or something. But yeah, shit. It's been 4 years since you casted last. Yeah, I've been casting a decent amount, like the past couple months, or actually 2 years now, I think. I don't know, time flies. Yeah. Shit. Well, damn, dude. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, the only casting I've done is very freelance or for free for just random leagues. So. Oh god, are they just doxing somebody on their team? At least Portland Burnsiders has a sick banner. Like, they put some effort into it. I will give them the win there, honestly. That's like a professional team. What's up? I think what I've seen from a lot of quaps too is they first pick it and then you can just flex it mid, you can flex it off lane, you can throw it carry if you want. Like, it's essentially just a hero you can throw in any lane and be successful. So it's mostly what we're going to see from the first 4 bans. It's just getting rid of heroes that can be within the first 2 picks and you have no idea what lane they're going to or where they're going to fit into the draft. It doesn't give away too much. And then also, obviously, just some broken heroes too. Like, Grimstroke is broken. It just, no argument there. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Same thing with Beastmaster. Like, Ember Spirit is also interesting. I don't think Ember Spirit is particularly that good, but again, it's just a hero you can flex in a lot of different roles, whether you want to throw it carry, mid. Seen offlane Ember. I've seen 4 Ember, so definitely very strong in terms of that. Coddle's just annoying as hell, too. But it's been that way for so long. I feel like we haven't seen a Coddle nerf in a long time. Rubik Jakiro opening. Interesting. Opening with the Rubik is kind of strange because usually, I mean, they're just giving away, I think, their offlane here. DK could go mid, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Rubik 4 at the moment. Yeah. Well, I mean, you do have Jakiro spells to steal, which Jakiro has some pretty spicy spells, to be honest. Like, Ice Path without a cast point is kind of ridiculous. Same thing with the ultimate. Same thing with Breathe Fire. But the rest of their draft can be around Rubik now. Like, they aren't going to pick Tide Hunter, Magnus. I mean, probably they weren't going to pick it anyway, but you're not going to pick these really spell stealable heroes. Wait, is it toggleable now? I thought it was just... Yeah. It was. You're right. It was, where it was either defensive or offensive, but I think it's just you get both now, but I can't remember. It's changed like 3 separate times. I remember it used to be like way back when it was just the defensive part. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, something that it keeps changing, and then you never see it bought either. Like, Rubik's passive was always like the most inconsequential spell. Nobody really levels it, even still early on. So, and the Phoenix pickup too. There's still Snapfire in the pool, so they might want to pick that counter, and it's a decent Snapfire game as well. Oh, they're going with Dark Willow instead. I guess you get the attack point. Dark Willow is decent. They do need a couple more heroes to hit the egg, but I think like a Jakiro Dark Willow is fine for like level 1 or 2 egg. Maybe pick up like an Invoker or something. Mm-hmm. Which I think Portland has a little bit of an advantage there. They really haven't showed their lanes yet. Again, we don't know where this DK is going, and I have a suspicion that it's going to be off lane, but it still could be mid. No big deal. I think their fourth pick. Mm-hmm. I mean, they could just go for like a Death Prophet or something here and just go for like a Ultra Push lineup, but Monkey King. Okay, well, it's another flex hero, actually. Oh god, well, they lose the game. Oh, this game's over. Oh, I meant it the other way. Like, they picked that hero, they're losing the game. Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, dude. I think even then, I like Portland's draft a lot more right now. Like, Monkey King goes mid, DK goes mid. You still have no idea. This last pick for POV, they have no clue what to go. It's probably going to be their mid hero because Morphling wants to be in the safe lane, but they have no idea who they're going up against, right? Like, it could be DK, it could be MK. Yeah, I think you throw it safe lane, and it's going to be like safe lane into probably a Phoenix, and again, you don't know what their offlaner is, so it's kind of the advantage of having that second pick, last pick right now for Portland. There's a lot of ways that can go with this, and I don't know if POV knows like exactly what they want to do mid. I wonder what they do throw mid. I mean, maybe you just throw a mid like Viper or something that's just gonna do well no matter what. Potentially a Kunkka, somebody that can rotate into the jungle really easily and get farm no matter what. They could go for a Storm right now, but I don't think you want to give that to a Rubik. What else is really good? I think Kunkka might be decent. They have a lot of heroes that can hit egg with the Morph Dark Willow Jakiro. They could have gone OD themselves even, but okay, so it is going to be Morph mid because I don't think you run Void mid. Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Like, it seems like a very like classic combo, but not a very like it's an easy combo to get off, like Faceless Void Jakiro. You just lay down Macropyre inside of the ultimate, get a decent amount of damage out that way. But I don't know, it seems kind of gimmicky too. Like, a lot of their draft doesn't really mesh that great. Like Axe, Faceless Void, Morphling. They have to get an early blink on Axe, I think, if they want to be initiating, because you don't want to like just blindly jump into something with your Void. And the Zeus pick too. Okay. I mean, even if they're probably not going to throw Void mid, he is able to like purge off of a lot of the damage from Zeus, but obviously it's such a low cooldown anyways. Like, even when you purge it off, he's just going to throw it back at you. So I wish I knew these players so I could just say, oh, that person's the mid player, and then we would know. But I have no clue. So it's a mystery to everyone. No, these okay. These names aren't bad. I've seen worse. Axe's name I have no idea. We'll just say Cream, and Jakiro is CCT, or I don't know if that's the sponsor. I don't know. Yeah, but so the actual names that have a sponsor are white. So like POV Dracrosinos. Yeah. Yeah. Well, like E-Gamer, Sharkosity. Well, it's probably sick. That's easier to say than CCT. But we'll see. Ravis, KTA. There's a lot of syllables for some of these names. Notorious. Everybody better die. Come on. Monkey King's the only one that died. Okay, DK. Rubik. Alright, Zeus and Phoenix are off the team. Kick them. Kick them. Yes! Alright, POV's winning the game. They're definitely more of a team player, for sure. Alright, so let's see. Now the mystery, the puzzle unsolved. It looks like it's Zeus mid. Holy crap, what is this? What is... Oh, it's the gyro. What? How does he get so high? If you look at his little thing in the base, gyro, this is a ridiculously tall statue. Same thing for the tusk, too. That's the like animation he does every now and then, I guess. Oh, I love this DK set too. Oh yeah, that's a sick set. And look at this courier. Look at this Monkey King courier. Oh my god, I love it. This is great. All right, I'm pumped. Does he actually have this courier? I want that courier so bad. Anyway, it looks like we're gonna have a pretty common opening though. Oh yes. Yes. But it's also a cute courier because he has that courier too. Oh god. I mean, I have it, but I'm not spending money on levels. That's my resolution every single year. I think we're gonna go 2-2 bounties. Is that it? Yep. Question before we just like randomly jump into fights and stuff. Do you usually do shoutcasting or do you analysis? I can do either. No big deal. Which one are you more comfortable? I can do either. I can just talk about whatever. Yeah. Kind of surprised Zeus is taking this much damage, honestly. I feel like Zeus should be winning out in terms of that, but now he's actually getting a little bit ahead. He's tanking a lot of creeps too, though. Oof. Yeah. And yeah, they're about even. Able to get the Jingu stacks. And he's actually farming really well early. Like, again, it's really early, but Axe just... This is such a hard lane to play in as Axe. Like, he's got to start cutting here really soon. I don't think he can stay in this lane. You basically, whenever a lane is 60-40 or like a 70-30, and usually off lane is on the losing side of that, you have to cheese the lane. And I think he's got to go cheese the lane. There's no point in staying here. Monkey is just always really good into these heroes that are supposed to be tanky, like a Pit Lord or a Tide or an Axe. Like, Axe wants to get hit, but Monkey is like, well, I want to hit you too, so. Yeah. Same thing for like if you're picking an Ursa into an Axe or like Ursa into Pit Lord. Ursa wants to hit you too. Like it's just gonna make his damage output be even more. He might get a kill on Shakiro here. Like one more hit plus the Phase Bolt. Oh god. Well, top we might catch it. Somebody's dying here. Alright, nobody's dying here. Alright, nobody committed. Nobody wanted to risk it. I would have risked it. Screw it. Somebody's dying. Let's see what CS is like actually. Yeah, all of Radiant's heroes are doing really well. Void the only hero on a Dire that's like relatively close. Yeah, but DK's about to get a lot of XP right here. This is a triple wave, I think. 3 range creeps. Like, dang. I think if you're Rubik here, you just give your DK solo XP, because this might just be even level 5 for him. He's not quite gonna get it. He does. Nice Phoenix play, dive through. They had the vision. Actually, he didn't have vision. That's a Dire ward they just placed, but yeah. Just a really early TP away, and Dark Willow doesn't have the Shadow Realm to jump into. Most of the damage is going to come through anyways, of course, just because it's that ground AoE. But yeah, I'm a little surprised Cream hasn't started cutting yet. Like, he has all this regen too. He's still got 6 tangos plus a salve. Maybe he's going to go do it now. Boundless Strike is up too. Easy kills. I love the early point in a Primal Spring. Sometimes you don't see it. And then Ravis is actually going to rotate mid too, but they're not going to see Morphling yet. Like you said, as soon as Zeus got that passive up, like, Morphling's just struggling to stay in lane even with the wand. Doesn't really have too much regen outside of that. Kind of surprised he isn't ferrying out like a salve or something at the moment, because his courier is just sitting in base, but ooh. Easy game. 5-0, and did you say the MMRs here? I think it might be, I think I have a suspicion of what they are. Or at least who has the higher MMRs at this point, because it's not looking great. Yeah, I think you kind of see it with some of the lower skill players in Dota 2. They pick stuff that they're comfortable on, which can work, but just really good rotations coming out too. Look at Zeus top. Like, they're probably going to find something with this. Yep. I think the benefit of Portland's draft right now is that their mid can do so much more than a Morphling can early on. But it's gonna come out at like 25 minutes. Like, we got a while yet. Oof. Mid, they tried killing off Morphling, but they didn't quite get the damage. It's still harassment though, keeping him out of the jungle. Mm-hmm. I was not expecting that, but yeah, I didn't see the ward. But yeah, it's just so hard to farm as a Morphling right now. Mm-hmm. Dude, it's always musical chairs. This is like the only game casters can't play. Like, if it was the look for the hero, we could at least have some fun with that. But musical chairs is so boring. Like, true, but it looks like half the players aren't even paying attention, which is usually what I find with these mini games. Notorious. They might try and kill top. He has a jump away though. Oh, rotation bottom too. Yeah, he's pretty dead. Yeah, just no help. They might lose Phoenix again though. This could be the second kill. No, he might still be alive. There's the root. It's not gonna hit though. Just one more hit. Okay. Okay, Phoenix is officially feeding 10-2, and it's both deaths. That feels bad. That's probably me though. Yeah. Yep. They did just take top tower too, so they're still incredibly far ahead at the moment. It's a 6K gold lead at 8 minutes. Like, that's one of the more, yeah, that's kind of a hole to climb out of this early on. Yeah, you look at that net worth chart too, it's kind of just tells the story. Oh? Oh my god. Oh, this is a big kill? I'll get Chrono. Oh my goodness. Well, they killed Zeus. It is a big kill, but I don't know if it was worth the price, honestly. I'm surprised they got that much gold out of it. Like, that's still, it's only a 300 gold deficit. I guess you can be happy that your support's got a decent amount of experience there too, because they're kind of struggling when it comes to that. Oh yeah, that chart is just, it's not looking great when the supports of the enemy team are almost drawing even with your carries. Like, it's not a great story. I think, he's got a stun. Kill secure, sure. We'll call it that. You could call it that. They're just, oh my god. I just don't know how they win this game now. Like, it feels like it's already over. 8k gold lead. Dude, this is where you really make your money's worth. You're getting paid like $10 an hour, right? If we were to get paid for this. Not saying that I needed it. There we go. That's how they win. They want to be aggressive even with Monkey King down, which is a little surprising. But, I mean, they're at a point where they can risk it. Axe is nowhere near a blink. It's got ult. Yeah. He had ult too. I think he was dying no matter what there. He just didn't want to pop it early. And they're just taking so much map control right now too. Mm-mm. And yeah, they're taking over a very vital part of the map right now too. The entirety of Dyer's jungle is just completely owned by Portland. Like, they're roaming around as 5. Like, there's no space for their cores to farm on the map right now. Like, I think they're just afraid to essentially leave their cores alone. And we did get a pause. It might just be a leg spike for everybody. Yeah, we did have a disconnect. Yeah, a couple people DC'd, so you're good. But yeah, I think it's just, I'm surprised they got 5 kills, honestly, but it might just be a little bit overconfidence there. The benefit is DK isn't exactly farming too efficiently, so Void is catching up. Hasn't really done too much. I think that's like the biggest problem for Radiant or Portland right now to ending this game. You want to have that DK, I think at least level 2 before they can go high ground. There's not too much D push outside of the Jakiro, but I mean, usually the Jakiro is enough, so. Meepo. Yeah, we'll lose Zeus again. You're back in, right? Yeah, MK mid. I haven't actually looked at his M. So he's got the Echo Saber already. He's just going for Radiance because, like, why not? I kind of don't want to see the Radiance because, like, if you want to end this game before, like, 20 minutes, which they definitely can, they're on that trajectory. Radiance is going to be a little bit late here. He's probably going to get it in about 5 minutes. which might give Dire a little bit more time to get back in. But if Dire's just going to be like 5-manning, I'm not really sure they're going to take too much advantage of that. Do get a decent amount of bounty runes, though. Yeah. They have the Chrono Macro Power combo, but I don't know. They might just be a little bit too gun shy of using it. Oh no. Oh no. Well, he still got it from me, so we're good. I can still see it. Just a note for all y'all Jakiro players. I think we're still in the meta where maxing Ice Path is definitely the play over maxing Dual Breath. Like, just the stun duration on Ice Path is crazy. 2.5 seconds, and the AoE it gives you is insane. Especially in this draft, too. If you can follow up a Chrono with an Ice Path and a stun for 2.5 seconds, like, that's basically half the duration of the Chrono, and even more at this point. Dual Breath maxing, I think you get 2 levels into it, and then you just go to Ice Path. Ice Path level 1 is just kind of meh. You need to get it maxed up. Only a second stun at level 1, so... Use the forward. He's gonna get a kill. Okay. And that's a nice play from a Void. They're staying in this. Like they're not just rolling over, which I respect. I still think it's a little hard to get back into this. But they're finding kills that are crucial. Killed off Phoenix 4 times. Yes. Good fight. Fantastic fight for them. It's a really great time to use the Chrono 2. You might as well just use it on the Rubik, on the Zeus. Get both kills guaranteed. Maybe they can find a Phoenix after? Oh, what a tree! Damn, alright, maybe I was wrong. Like, that was a sick play from Sharkosity. Like, cutting down the tree, he knew the exact one, and that just sets him up for the win. I think they might have just gotten bodied right there if Monkey King gets the ultimate off, but Sharkosity just denying that, and then they win the fight because of it. Like, kind of a 1-by-1 death right there. They're still in this. I don't think you go Maelstrom anymore. I'm not exactly sure what the Void build is. I haven't played the hero in quite a long time, and I'm not a big carry player either. Alright, Zik heard me. He's going for the Ice Packs math before Liquid Fire, which is also the second mistake you can make by maxing Liquid Fire before Ice Path. It's obviously Dual Breath's very dependent on the game, though, but I think at least 2 levels in Ice Path is worth it. Morphlings, is this an eggs on Morphling? Yeah. I don't know if you rush it, right? Like... potentially, but they are really just finding... Clumsy net, good item. That's a clumsy net on a Zeus too. And yeah, well, they're just gonna go aggro now. This is still a level 1 DK ult. What is happening? How is this guy still level 11? They don't have a blink on Axe yet, though, so I don't know how they initiate right now. Potentially. I don't know. Basically, all of Jakiro's spells are really good to steal. Like a slow is basically a stun, right? Yeah. I've seen it. I've seen people do it before. They are gonna look for a smoke right now, but I'm not sure who the target is. Oh no. I think it was on a creep. That's unfortunate. That was tough. 1 for 1, and you do not want to be using Chrono. They basically did nothing with the Chrono. He did go for the Maelstrom. I don't know. I just don't think it's gonna do enough. I think you go, if you're gonna go Mom, you don't want to go for another farming. Still 2 kills. Okay, yeah, you're right. Alright, I might be jumping out to go cast 2.2 as soon as that lobby's up, but I don't know. I think we're coming to a conclusion in this game. It might go another like 5 minutes so they can take a Roche, but I still think Radiance or Portland's in such a great position to win this. Yeah, it's just it's the easiest place to defend too. Like if you're behind, you just bank everything, bank your game on taking the high ground fight and winning that. Okay, I am jumping away. Thanks for letting me co-cast. Good luck with the rest of it. Alright, we're going to be jumping to 2.2. Hopefully this match actually happens. Please let this match actually happen. If not, I do have to go do work stuff in like an hour. So the next time you see me will be League of Lads tonight. Oops. And again, that's at 4:30, I believe, and then I'm also casting at 8 Central Time for both of those. But yeah, that was Cornman. I believe his Twitch channel is just twitch.tv/Cornman. If you want to go watch, he is going to be casting the finals. I think he's casting like all day. So go check him out. Yeah, he is casting the finals, which is the only BO3 series. I wish I knew the MMRs. I feel like I knew the MMRs of that last game, but there was some suspicious throwing going on from Dyer, so that kind of made me a little suspicious of who was who. But they might have just been screwing around near the ends, because like that couple of fights outside the base they lost were detrimental. Again, I think you do not want to get picked off when you're ahead outside the base. If you're going to lose a high ground fight, lose a high ground fight. Don't die outside. God damn it. EE with the aggressive GT. Incredible. All right. Yeah, so we're waiting on one. I might take a standing break here. I've already been coming for like an hour. Oh, Jesus. This already been an hour? Holy shit. Well, I mean, I've only casted like 20 minutes of that, so. Unfortunate. But, yeah, it's unfortunate that we didn't get the first game. But at least we'll get 2.2 here. And yeah, I jumped over this match just because of timing. Because basically it was either finish that last one and maybe have the time to do another match, or just jump to this one and yeah, be able to do stuff I got to do later. So yeah, we're just gonna get a BO1 here. Winner of this. I don't know if they've updated the bracket. Bracket is probably updated somewhere, but I think they only have a picture of it. Oh no, we got it here. Okay. Yeah, Top Cap versus Royal Star. Royal Star, of course, moving on because of the FF from Always Standing. And I believe we're actually going to get a match here, so this is good. Winner of this goes on to play the winner of Unsung Heroes versus Team Pepegas. It looks like Doze won by default as well. A lot of FFs in the first round, unfortunately. But nobody wants money. I guess it's $200 for the winner. Which 200 divided by 5 is a number that I'm calculating out in my head right now. It's 40. 40 bucks a player, and that's pretty good. It's free money right there. I wonder how Streamer Sims is doing, honestly. Hold on one second. Let's see how Streamer Sims is doing. They are still playing right now, potentially. Yeah, we'll see what we do. Oh, how long does this guy take to use the bathroom? Jesus, I think sports can leave the lobby though. Alright, yeah, I'll mute myself so I can just go chill out. What is going on? On to game 2, and probably the last game I'm casting for Freelo, but there are quite a few other casters, so if you can check them out in game 2, just Freelo DOTA2 tournament, or you can probably find them on Twitch too. Everybody pretty much has the exact same Twitch title, so just Google them or search Freelo DOTA2. I should probably change my stream title, but whatever, I'm too lazy. Royal Star versus Top Cat. Again, it's a BO1. So no big deal here. We see some common bans coming out. I mean, pretty much the exact same bans we saw last game, except for Pango. I believe Bristleback might be new, but NP and Alk are the only changes. Quap, Lycan, Timber, Beastmaster, all the exact same as we saw last game. And we'll see how they want to open. Again, usually you want to first pick just a hero that can hot swap out of any lane. You don't want to give away where you're dropping, you know? And Dota's not a game where you ask your team where we dropping, boys. Dota's a game where you say, let's figure out where we're dropping as we hit the parachute button. And you just YOLO it. Tusk, first pick, definitely can be thrown around in any lane, except for mid, I would assume. I like playing Tusk off lane, but I think it's probably going to be a 4 or 5. Oh, it's like I could see if either of these teams is immortal or ancient. I do have a list of like the immortal teams. Royal Star is an immortal rank, and Top Cat is not. So we'll see how this game goes. Yep, so Portland did just win 2 minutes ago. So that game is over. And Doze is playing Portland. That's actually an interesting match. I kind of want to watch that. Unfortunately, I can't. But Doze versus Portland. Ooh. That sounds really interesting. Doze, of course, again won the last tournament that I casted like this. So, very interesting to see how they play against Portland, who looked pretty hot going into wait, what am I saying? Going into the last game, that last BO1. I like the Clockwork pick here, though. We'll see how he actually plays it. They took a lot of time on that second pick. The Weaver pick does pair really well with Tusk. I think maybe they just run... I've seen people run Weaver Tusk in lane early, because you do get the double hits from Tag Team. It does combo very well. We've actually ran it on my EST Monday team. I think we drafted it last week. We were just like, hey, we have this Tusk. Let's just run a Weaver with it. That seems really strong. Also, my carry player just wanted to play Weaver for some reason. I don't know why you would ever want to play this hero, but it is an option. Definitely still strong. Unfortunately, you don't get the slow by just running through people, but still decent. Other side of things, they have Lich Clockwork. Does Lich Clockwork lane together? I think you put Lich safe lane and then throw Clockwork bottom with somebody else. Lich Clockwork is decently strong if that's your 3-4, but I just don't think it gives you enough from your supports either. Clockwork has a lot of carrying to do there. Maybe you could run an aggro try and then pick an actual offlaner and have like Clockwork 4, Lich 5, and then pick like a Luna or something. Although I don't know if you want to pick a Luna into Royal Stars draft at the moment. They need a little bit more for a Weaver. The burst is going to be nice. I don't think Tidehunter was the option. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't think the reason why is I think you have to run Clockwork 5 now and put Clockwork in the safe lane. Clockwork Tidehunter is not a great combo. You do get the slow, so Clockwork can stick onto people and get a couple more right clicks and get them inside cogs, but once you have them inside cogs, Tidehunter is kind of just stuck on the outside and it's kind of awkward. If Clockwork gets gone on, there's nothing really a Tide can do if Clockwork wants to be aggressive and Tide cannot. It really takes a lot of, you have to get lucky at the start of the game. You don't have a lot of opportunities to turn into kills outside of like the first minute when Tide has a lot of mana, Tide has a lot of health. Same thing with the Clockwork, and Clockwork really hits a strong point at level 3 when he can get level 2 Battery Assault, level 1 Cogs, and Tide's probably going to be out of mana by then. So we'll see how they end up laning it. If it's going to be Clockwork Tide or if they're going to do a Lich Tide. Again, they could try lane. They have a lot of slow. It's like Gush plus Lich armor. And Royal Star kind of identifying that as just like, okay, we're just going to pick a Shadow Demon and call it good. So good luck, Clockwork, having a fun game, because you do not want to play into a Shadow Demon most of the time. It's very annoying. Unfortunately, I have played that lane a decent amount myself, and it's never fun. Yeah, it's never fun. Basically, you just disrupt yourself, he comes back out with 2 illusions, and your Battery Assault does 0 damage. It's not fun. But you still have a couple of hook targets. Honestly, I don't know why they picked Clock into a Tusk either. They have so many ways to get outside of Cogs. Like, it's definitely a very good anti-Clockwork draft at the moment for Royal Star. They identify weak points. They have a legit banner too. Everybody that has a legit banner is in Immortal rank, apparently. But yeah, as I was saying, like, they identify that Clockwork's an issue. If you're going to get stuck in Cogs, that's how he's going to get kills. That's how their team's going to start taking the game away from you. If you take the game away from Clockwork, they just have a hard time. You can essentially make it a 4v5. Clockwork really doesn't have a space in this game at the moment. Into a Monkey King 2, you can either lane that mid or safe lane. So their lanes are kind of obvious right now, right? Like it's Weaver Tusk in the off lane. Shadow Demon's probably going safe. We don't know where Monkey King's going at the moment, but I don't think they really care too much. Top Cat has picked this PL to go safe lane. You know they're going to last pick their mid. We might see Royal Star's mid pick here. They could just swap it up and pick something like a DK that they can lane in both lanes. Maybe pick like an Ember Spirit that is not banned out. Ember Spirit would be okay right now. Again, I think you pick something that can easily get outside of Clockwork cogs and just not care at all. But we'll see. 40 seconds left on that pick. Royal Star, thinking about it a little bit. They do have a lot of options though, so you might as well. Quap is banned out. That's the other one that I think could be really good into a PL, but they just don't want to give him the hero. Could potentially go a Viper too, but I think like I think you could go Ember Spirit here. Maybe even a Void Spirit, honestly. Leshrac instead. I mean, it's not the worst into Clockwork. Clockwork can still hook you. So the thing is, usually how you want to play it, you pick mid laners that can easily get outside of cogs, because then Clockwork is like, well, shit, now what am I going to do? I can't go anywhere in this game in order to find kills. But now that you picked this Leshrac, Clockwork just goes like, okay, I'm going to hit level 3, I'm just going to run mid, and we're going to easily kill your mid laner. Like, really easily kill your mid laner. Because Leshrac really cannot deal with cogs very well. If you ever approach the creep wave, you have to be careful about where Clockwork is. And it would do very well for Clockwork this game to just like stay hidden, stay off the map as much as possible. Because then Tomix has like no idea when he's safe, when he's not. So we'll see how this ends up turning out for them. I don't think it's going to go too great, but we'll see. Should be an early... I mean, they have a lot of push, though. Their team fight's good. And I think the Weaver Tusk lane is a little bit underrated. It's really good. It's really good. And they don't have exactly the greatest laning against it. All right. Let's get it. Yet again. Game 2 and the last game I'm actually casting for Freelo today. Yeah, it's going to be a tied Clockwork. It's not a great combo. Tomix going mid on that Leshrac. They are going to aggro try, but it's not the team that I thought would be. Maybe actually Shadow Team is just going to run bottom, I think. Alan needs a high 5 here. And Prime is not helping him. Oh my god, there's so much crap on the screen with Battle Pass. I think people are getting over the initial like excitement around it because I don't see as much people using the stuff anymore. But still, it's a little out there. There's so much stuff on the screen. Gonna go shards first, and this is definitely the play, but he missed the shards. Unfortunately, he threw it a little bit too far. And it's sometimes the play. Now you don't have tag team, unfortunately. And that is a pretty big miss right off the bat. I think if you're going shards first, you need to get the kill. And their only target right now is that Lich. He's got to get an early level 2. And this is rough. Because you really want that tag team to pair with your Weaver. Geminate does so much damage that way. But they can still contest the bounty rune. So it's not the biggest disaster. It's just like, oops. Unfortunate. The team really wasn't ready for it either. They might have been able to get it. It was kind of aggressive. I think if he throws it right here, the kill is possible. What are we doing here? Okay, let's see what we got. Shadow Demon, Meepo, A right here. A's right here. Meepo. I don't see Meepo. Okay, where's Shadow Demon? Oh god. Okay, I only found A. A was pretty easy though, since he's blue and like that's the standout color. Blue best color confirmed. Gonna try and go for the steal. The bear just doing it solo, but nice play from Vexar there to steal it away. Could have canceled the TB. No, he doesn't actually have disruption. It wouldn't have really done much anyway. Just runs it back. A little bit of hits into the bear, but I mean nothing too big. Alan is going to go for this early block that you see a little bit from offlaners at the moment. Just making sure that no, this is not what you want to do. Usually when you go for blocks early on, you'll see the offlaner not blocking at all so that they can get the creeps underneath the tower. It's not great to do into a PL because he has such high base damage and it's a little bit easier for him to last it underneath the tower. Who pinged me? Yeah, we do have a 5-minute delay. Yeah, we do have a 5-minute delay, by the way. I need to change back to 2 minutes before I cast tonight, but it is at 5 minutes. Yes, so usually, yeah, you want this under the tower just so the next wave is going to be like back here for the Weaver. But they didn't really coordinate there, I think. And I think because Tusk went for the shards early, he's like, well, I might as well try and use this. Go for a block early, but now it's just like kind of awkward. They could go on a PL here, but they really don't have the damage, I don't think. Imap is taking quite a bit. He's still going for blocks as well on Alan, but this aggroes you. Could just go for the pull instead. You don't really need to use the shards, and now he's just out of mana. Doesn't want to trade with a Lich either, because he's just going to hit him up. One melee creep just running over to the lane. He is going to pull it. Efficiency there from Lich, and it's, I mean, it's a fine play from Tino. Yeah, I was saying this last game too. You pick a monkey into a Tide, and you know Tide isn't as tanky as he usually is because you can easily just right-click him 3 times, and even if you're negating some of his damage with the Anchor Smash, like you're still pretty squishy. He's gonna get the bonus and just account for it anyways with the Jingu stacks. To be a little careful here if you're the monkey. You don't want to get caught out with battery assault and have no creeps around, because it's still a lot of damage, but so doing just fine there. If we take a look at CS mid lane, looks pretty even for the most part. There's not, I mean, this matchup's just a 50-50, I think. Comes down to skill, comes down to who's going to rotate to the jungle first and just start picking up that little bit of extra farm. Both heroes are actually pretty good at it, but I've seen both of them carry a game as well. Maybe need to see Clockwork rotating mid to kill off the Lesh just to break that stalemate mid. You might lose a bear here too. Definitely do not want to have that happen. One more right click. I think it's going to get it. No, it goes down to 10 health. And fortunately, the bear going to live. Does get it back to full health too. That would have been very crucial to kill off that bear. That extra gold is just crazy. Top lane, there's a lot of XP going into that PL. Finally picking up level 2 on the Tusk. They could go for the Lich right now, but no, he missed the shards again. Tag team is not going to get a single hit off, and he's completely out of mana. He wants to dive the tower, but without the shards, unfortunately, nothing going to happen. That early combo just not working out. Looks like bottom 2, Tide is just cutting the wave, realizing, yep, when it's 60-40, you cheese the lane, and he's moved over to doing that. Clockwork, unfortunately, doesn't really have a space in this lane at the moment. He is going to get a wave of XP right now, though, which feels pretty good. Maybe get level 3 on the Clockwork, and then you rotate mid. I don't think he's quite going to get level 3. No, he just needs a bit more XP. Victoria's going to get rotated on. You've stuck around here just a bit too long. There's a Boundless Strike too, and I think Tide is just going to drop to the Jingu stacks. First blood actually going to Vexair. 1-0, and I think Clock just needs to sit, get level 3, and then run mid. You got to make something happen to break the stalemate around the map, but we might just lose Meatbone too. Not getting enough ticks from the Edict, actually. Gets a root finally, and a couple of CS back the other way. Some harassment diving with the bear. Stun out, misses. Maybe you can kill off the bear this time, though, with the couple tower hits. No, it's not going to die. Does have the resummon in 30 seconds too, but Tamox with the regen actually had a bottle too, so he's pretty much back up to a decent amount. Might get the bounty regen rune, but he misses it, unfortunately. Can't go for the deny. Might just lose the bear now. It's a lot of gold, 300. Not gonna die for the lone druid himself, but still 300 gold going to the left. That's such a big deal. I think Tamox is still happy with that trade. Meatpwned still getting harassed out quite a bit. It's 4 stacks on a Clockwork. This is level 2 as well. It's not going to kill. Of course, 5 is the max, but you can still throw them out to get even more. He's already popped the wand. I don't think he's going to die here. No, he's not. Could go for the disruption, though, if he wants to keep diving. He's taking a lot of damage from these creeps, too, but still just pulling it around for his time. We do finally see that Lich die top as he hit the shards. Might continue to dive for a couple of right clicks onto the PL2, but he might just fall. He tried to turn. Luckily, the shard's still on cooldown. Still taking a lot of extra damage there that I don't think was necessary. Matador just taking advantage of the space he has bottom. They've really done nothing to contest this Monkey King. It was a 2k gold lead early for R-Star. Nothing really a Tide can do in this lane. He's only level 3 compared to the level 5 Monkey King, taking a lot of damage. Can they actually go on this, though? Clockwork trying to turn it with a couple of battery assaults. It hits, but Matador gets the disruption coming out from Vexair and a couple of right clicks from the monkey. Not gonna get it. He doesn't want to dive. No, he just ticks down to the Shadow Demon poison. 10 stacks on a wand as well for Tide. Could still stay here. He's got 2 salves as well on the Tidehunter. Surprised he isn't using at least one of them. They are going to dive top for that PL. Not going to find Allen either. They might just keep diving for the Lich. Look at the tag team procs there. That's the combo you want to see. Allen might just suicide to creeps right now. No, he doesn't want to suicide. It looks like he's just going to walk into the tower. Shared bounty to everyone on the Dire, and like not losing too much gold there. No big deal. There is a DD on Tamox. Might just go after the bear instead, but he ran out of mana to cast on the stun. He's using all of his ult here. I think he's just going to kill off the bear yet again, and 300 gold. He's got 2 null talismans, and he's working on a the mana boots. Does get this root, but there's no follow-up. Clockwork TP'd mid, but he's left immediately. They probably could have left the Clockwork there and found something. But, well, the stalemate was broken, and it ends up going towards the left because he's able to find the 2 kills on the bear. And it's 5-1 early, and again, if you're not getting kills early on Clockwork, his game is pretty much just done for. There's not really too much he can do at this point. Maybe you can rotate over, find Vexair. The disruption already used. A slow is going to miss from Matador. Matador still going to go for a couple of hits, though. They don't have too much to chase down a Tidehunter. He's going to get pushed back by the cogs. No, both the illusions taking it. He's still going to go for the Jingu stacks here. Boundless Strike plus the tick down from the Shadow Poison up to 5 stacks. Vexair getting another killing spree for him, 3-0. Tide going down yet again. Top lane, they've hit the shards again. Couple of geminated attacks, plus the tag team, and down goes Lich as well. Gets bursted by the Weaver Tusk. Still just a legit combo. Like, it's so good. It's so much fun to play too. It's pretty easy once you figure out the shards. Like, You can see them just benefiting from it so much. Might try and go on to Tusk here. Bear hitting up. Nerd's not going to be there in time, though. I don't think they really want to go too much further. Does eventually find the root, but he's still got a snowball here. Uses it early, plus the shards, but spends a little bit too much time. And the bear just clicks him down. Really good timing there for the root, actually. They are going to dive the Weaver. He's taking quite a bit of damage. If he gets a root here, he could just drop. They still have vision plus the fear locking him down, but they can't quite get the damage through. Think he might be able to... No, if he gets rooted here, he is definitely dead. It's the first hit root. He's going to drop. What a bear. Perfectly timed. He would have gotten away had that hit not come through. Unfortunately, the rotation top from Tamox is going to kill off Lich. We do get a pause in the middle of this. Who are they going to focus? Nerd's actually a bit low on mana. Not quite sure. It's not a puppy pause when somebody DCs. It automatically pauses for you. Well, okay, so he paused and DC'd, but I don't think he knew what was going on top. That's kind of an unfair accusation. Interesting. Yeah, but top lane, they are going to try and find the lone druid instead. They do lose Tusk, though. And Tamox missing out on a kill Lich, too. But maybe they can find the PL. He's still just running at them with his ult, tanking so much damage. Maybe they even go for the clock where they get the slow with the lightning. It's not going to hit over on Lich, but I think they're just going to lose their Leshrac here. Does get 3 stacks in the clockwork. No, they do find that kill, and there's no ult on Lich to follow this one up. So no real punish. Okay, we are getting some lag now. I think we might just DC too, because it looks like we're just frozen. Oh, no, we are back in it. Down goes Lich. Rotation top from Weaver and easy kills. Everybody dying top. It's 11-4, 6k gold lead at the moment. PL trying to find some space in that top lane as well. And I'm not quite sure if Victoria can stay down here either. Is going to get the Jingu stacks up one more hit. Does he have the damage follow-up? Yes, he does. No Ravage yet, and there is just no save. He dodges the burst from the Lich. Doesn't have any more Jingu stacks, though, so he probably doesn't want to dive it too hard. No ult yet on Monkey King, but I think he just waits until... No, he's going Battle Fury Monkey King. That is an interesting pickup. I thought he would go for Echo Saber first. Usually when a Monkey King is winning that hard, you just pick up Echo Saber first. We can go over to net worth too. And we keep getting DCs. I think the server is just struggling today. For sure. I unmuted myself, right? Yes, I did. Okay, we're good. All right, and Tusk goes back. But let's see it. Primate top. Doing just fine. They've taken down that mid tower too, and it's basically what you see when Leshrac is picked. He's just going to rotate to these sidelines and take down their towers. Nothing too much to counter. Maybe looking for the Tide ult. He's still yet to hit level 6, and when your offlaner hasn't hit level 6 at 10 minutes, like... You know, the lane definitely went like 99-1. Like this 60-40 I was saying. You didn't really have too much of a chance to cut just because Monkey King can rotate so easily. This is kind of a weird smoke, though. I'm not sure it's the lane they want to be killing either. It really feels like they want to try and get the lone Druid kill. Way more important, but they are going to find 2 kills bottom very easily. Tamox just rotating. I think the call is let's just go take the bottom tier 1 and kill who's ever there. Because it's just going to go so quick with the Leshrac level 4 Diabolic Edict. They might even keep going here. Lone Druid trying to make a play mid, but they're going to pop the fort and be A-okay. With the Catapult Wave, bottom tier 2 is going to fall so quickly. Diabolic Edict popped as well, and another creep wave, and I think this tower is just gone. Meepo may be looking for a rotation. They do have a couple hits from the Monkey King. He's able to get into the bear form, so he's a bit tankier. Nice immediate root there, but he's just going to get stunned up. The kill comes to you. You don't even have to smoke for it. Does get Leshrac off the tower, so it's not quite dead yet, but there's just nothing they can do to follow that up. Yeah, I think the servers are just struggling today or something. But yeah, it's just a hard game at the moment. Weaver's just free farming top, looking for an early eggs, maybe a Maelstrom too. PMS down on the ground. I think they're gonna see them run back bottom. They can easily take this, but maybe they don't want to overextend. They know how quickly these towers fall, so there's no point. Well, the saving grace is the PL. I mean, you could potentially get a decent amount on Lone Druid too, but obviously I can't see what he has on the bear at the moment. He's got a Mask of Madness on the bear, but nothing too great. Working on a Deso after that, and I think that's the play, but you still got quite a bit before this bear is hitting hard, but eventually the bear gets to a point where you can just go for an end. You don't even need to take barracks or anything, just take a tier 3 then push tier 4s. I've had it happen before. It feels like what could happen for them, but I mean, just the rest of their heroes are so low on XP too. Still an 8k gold lead, 15-4. Top lane, Nerd falling a little bit low. Primate might be able to find this kill. A couple more right clicks. He didn't have the doppelganger quite off cooldown yet. Didn't want to pop it either. He gets all that minus armor from the bugs. And bottom lane, Madior's just taking a tower completely alone. They don't even need the Leshrac to finish this one off. Potentially just looking at top instead. It's an easy tower kill for Tomax. Following this up with a BKB. He's got the Yule set up for his stun, and you know, this top tower is just falling. I believe that's physical damage too. Yes, it is. So that's gonna fall. Mid lane, maybe. Oh, we are lagging again. Okay, everybody's lagging. Jeez. Definitely some server issues. I think everybody's having it though. I don't know if that's a fortunately or what, but at least it's not one person. Probably ESL. There's a tournament going on, but it's mostly in Europe, I believe. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Like, they can keep pushing if they want. They can even go for Roche right now. It's not too hard of a take. Demox does have a BKB up very soon. I believe he just bought the, yeah, he bought the Ogre Axe. Maybe getting rid of a infused raindrop or something to tank himself up. It's just that slight amount. Victoria still hasn't used Ravage yet. And I think they're just going to run mid. Victoria needs to be over here. There's a nice hook in onto Leshrac. Push back, though. Doesn't get him inside. There's the Ravage. Use it. Hits onto 2. They get a focus, but there's the save from Bex there. Tomox is still going to live. He's not even going to die. Lich Ult bouncing through. Isn't going to go back, though. They need one more right click on top of him. No, he's not going to die for this. You do kill off the Tusk with that Lich Ult, but Tomox got so low. His ult going off the entire time. Everybody melting around him. Triple kill for Tomox. 20-5, 11k gold lead, and I know I say this so much, but I don't know how they get back into this. That is a lot of your ults used. Nerd wasn't there, is the only saving grace. I think if Nerd is there, he doesn't want to show up to fights because he doesn't have a defusal. As soon as he has defusal, he can maybe pick up that Leshrac kill. They just need that little bit of extra damage. Unfortunately, Leshrac is going to have a BKB by the next time they fight, and that Leshrac kill is going to be a lot harder. But yeah, Tidalt's so far away. Almost gets dodged by the two heroes, honestly. It just barely hits them on the edge. Nerd might get dived. They do have vision on the Weaver. But don't want... Yeah, Primate does not want to dive that. There's a lot of heroes here. Hook back up on Clockwork, too. He's going to pick up level 7. Have the level 4 battery assault. But again, I just don't know if there's too much for a Clockwork to do. The chances for a Clockwork to really leave an impact on this game have kind of been missed. It just really missed that early rotations that might have been possible. And now it's just looking at this, who do you really want to hook into? Everybody has a save. Everybody's able to get out of cogs mostly. Except for the Monkey King, of course, but he can just turn around, hit you. And you do not want to be stuck inside of a Monkey King cogs there. We'll take back the outpost, fortunately for them. But Tamax is on that BKB in about 10 gold here. Oh, no, it's 1450. I don't know if it was ever 1300. I don't know if it was ever 1300, but I'm not going to find a D ward. I do see the sentry there. Luckily for them, it's a nice observer placed. Maybe they run top, though. And Clockwork DCs. Everybody, we're doing carousel DCs. Kind of surprised I haven't yet, but probably eventually. Ugh. We'll see here as we get back into it. If they want to go on top, they don't quite have vision on the Lone Druid. Primate's going to run forward, but that's not exactly catch. I don't have like that Grimstroke combo. They do pop the smoke. Ravage is up. How do they want to initiate this? It's a very early Ravage. They don't see the Monkey King though. Tamax has that BKB coming out of this disruption. We do get a little bit of lag, unfortunately. In the middle of a team fight, we're just going to jump to the end of this. Oh, no, we're actually DC'd. Great timing. Oh, no. Triple kill for the Monkey King, and it's a monster kill tree for Tamax. There's just attacks flying everywhere. Excuse me? Excuse me? Okay. I think I need to DC. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. All the hero models were still in the same place, but I'm still seeing casts, attacks, and everything. Okay. That was very strange, but it looks like we know who won the fight anyway. I think that was BKB popped. Let's see if he popped it. No, he didn't. Did he die? He did, right? Did he? I can't quite remember now. Can we look at the log? We're not gonna be able to see it since I just connected. That's so unfortunate. Yep. And I can't see kills either. So unfortunate. I'll have to look at it after the game to see if he died there. I can't remember if he didn't have any deaths or not. Either way, it's 24-6. He got onto a monster kill streak there. Yeah, he lost his kill streak, so he died there. He did. Had his BKB. I'm kind of surprised he died there. But Monkey King is kind of dominating now. 5-0-11 on Vexair. 4-0-6 on Monkey King. Got a triple kill in that last fight. Did get caught up by the Ravage, but there... Oh, he just got blocked. That is a goal missed right there. 20 minutes spawns. We do get all of the XP going towards Radiant. Royal Star still just dominating almost every aspect of this game. It isn't quite as big of a domination early on as it was last game I was casting, but still mid-game looking very strong for Royal Star. Could potentially look at Roche. Leshrac is going to take this very quickly. Especially with the bugs too. Like, this is just gonna melt, and they have no idea. Clockwork, not even a chance to steal this. Does have the hook up, but he doesn't have rocket flare, so they have no idea this is going on. The Mock's able to pick up the Aegis. And mid they go. Yeah, and again, I'm just not sure how they get back into this. I think Lone Druid still has a little bit of farming to do. I mean, he's got the Deso, but he's working on an MKB now, and like, you get that item, and then it's just like, then what? It's not going to be enough to end this game. They still have a good amount of damage for a Leshrac, but he's got the BKB now. Still at 10 seconds. He's got an Aegis. He can just run high ground. Usually you give the Aegis to the person you want sitting high ground, and it's kind of an indication. Leshrac is just going to walk up here, pop Edict, and go for some tower damage. They might even be able to kill off the Lich if they want to go this far. This is such a far dive, though, for Allen. Isn't going to go for the Walrus Punch since he didn't have it. There's not a lot of save there. There's a Disruption. Clockwork not doing too much damage either. Lich Ult running out, but it's not hitting anything. It's all onto the Illusions. Also have the Snowball to follow this up too. There's the save from the Weaver Eggs. Lone Druid is finding a courier way on the backside, but slowly the tier 3 falling. Tamok's able to focus it down. Still has the Aegis, still has a couple of bottle charges to get his mana back up. They're actually going to smoke here too. Maybe fake the back. Disruption is up if they want to keep chasing. Diffusal up as well on PL, so he's got at least an item for the farm here, but Ravage going to be popped. There's a save, Snowball through, so it's delaying it, but they missed the Ravage. No, it's perfectly timed over on the Leshrac, but he's still just going to get bursted right afterwards. They do find a kill on the Tusk, but Aegis still up on Tamok, so he's coming straight back. Buyback from the Tide, but they lose Lone Druid instead. Just getting focused down inside the Monkey King ult. He had the Echo Saber as well, and they just call GG. 29-7. It's a 23k gold lead. I think that's the right call. Not really too much you can do to get back into it. Royal Star was just a dominating victory in 23 minutes, and unfortunately that's my last BO1 I'm casting today. I will be back later on casting League of Lads later tonight at 5:30 EST, 4:30 Central, so be on the lookout for that.